All right, 9mm versus 45 ACP in long slides. And what I have today is our Federal Punch ammunition. Our 9mm is a 124 grain jacket at hollow point, and our 45 ACP is a 230 grain jacket at hollow point. You know, this is the only varieties they come in these calibers. So if they don't perform in long slides, they're probably not going to perform in anything. We got our 5.3 inch Glock 41 here in 45 auto, and our 5-inch Smith & Wesson M&P in 9mm. So we're going to go through the chronograph, see what kind of velocity and accuracy we get at the same time. Then we're going to do our 10% clear ballistic test. And what I got here is 4 layers of denim, followed by 3 inches of clear ballistics, represent like our pectoral muscle, followed by a 1/4 inch medium density fiberboard to represent ribs or sternum, and to more clear ballistics. Typically, if the bullets expand exactly the same through this MDF, this takes away about 2 inches of clear ballistics penetration. Not always, because sometimes bullets do weird things, but on average I've noticed that's about what we get in difference between the MDF and no MDF. And then we're going to shoot from 25 yards at my full-size steel silhouette, and since they're long slides, if they continue to do well for accuracy at 25, I'll move back a little bit further. So let's get started with this test. All right, I'm about 5 yards from the target, 4 yards from the chronograph. First up, we have our 9mm. It is rated at 1150 feet per second. So let's see how close we get to 1150 feet per second out of this 5-inch pistol. 1257. Wow. 1242. 1239. 1230. 1223. So we're looking at least 75, 80 feet per second higher than rated velocity. It's pretty good. Let's see how our 45 does. All right, 45 ACP in our 5.3 inch barrel. This is rated at 890 feet per second. So let's see how close I can get to 890 in my Glock here. 862. 860. 875. 839. 858. So below rated velocity. Interesting. Let's hit our ballistics gel block and see how these two rounds perform against each other. All right, first up we have our 9mm through 4 layers of denim, 3 inches of clear ballistics, a 1/4 inch medium density fiberboard, and into more clear ballistics. So let's see what we got here. So what we're looking at here is actually really good damage here. However, we're at 18 1/4 inches penetration. Now, typically that might mean 20 1/4, and that means it's going to over penetrate, but this might be one of those rounds that actually expand a little better without the MDF. But what I can say is this right here is very excellent looking. So let's pull out our MDF and we'll see how it does through plain clear ballistics. All right, without the MDF, let's see what this will do. All right, so our equation's definitely a little bit different. It is one of those rounds where we're getting, at least it looks like, more expansion without the MDF. So what we're actually looking at here is identical penetration, absolutely identical, and we have just a little bit more damage without the MDF. So this is a very consistent round. This is actually what I like to see, because it's responding differently to ribs or sternum hit versus clear ballistics. So this is absolutely as good as it's going to get as far as what we're looking for in a round. So as far as a 9mm round, this thing is doing excellent out of a 5-inch pistol. So let's see how our 45 does. All right, 45 ACP through our medium density fiberboard. Let's see how this will do. So what we're looking at there is our total damage path is actually at 19 3/4. Not as much damage through the gel here, but we are expanded at least. So let's take that MDF out and see how it does. All right, no MDF, just plain clear ballistics or a gut shot. Let's see how this will do. Wow. 33.5 inches. Let me shoot it one more time to confirm that. So I'm going to try to go high on that block without it passing out the block. So one more time. And while that one is definitely different, you know, neither of these had expansion at all in plain gel, and this is still at 23.25 inches. So our 45 is not doing so well, but our 9mm is doing very well. Interesting. Let's shoot from 25 yards to start with and see what kind of practical accuracy we can get. All right, 25 yards from the target. I'll try our 45 first, see what I can get with this. Center mass. Well, it's not so great ballistic performance is made up for in its accuracy, that's for sure. You know, that's my fist size at 25 yards. That's hard to beat. Let's try our 9mm now. All right, 9mm. See how this will do for me. All right, these are good enough for me to back up to 75 yards and just see if I can hit the target. All right, 75 yards. I'll start up with my 45 here. 45s do retain a lot of momentum at distance, so I'll try this, see how this will do. I'll shoot slow and try to hit this target. All right, I did not do as well as what I would have liked to. Let's see how our 9mm does. All right, so our 9mm did better at accuracy too. So what I can say is if you have a pistol like this, or maybe something like a Glock 17 that's pretty close to the same barrel length or something like that, that's a really good round. What we're seeing through the MDF and without the MDF, it's consistent. It looks really, really good. And our accuracy at 5 yards is one hole. At 25, just like the 45, it was like a fist size, and at 75, no problem. So overall, it's weird to see this because, you know, they're both federal punch, they're both within the same line, and a lot of times you'll see ammo that's like HST or Gold Dot, and they'll kind of perform really well across the board. But what we're seeing with this, and I've actually tested some others, I haven't released those videos yet, but you're not seeing the same consistent performance from caliber to caliber. But what I can say is the 9mm version, that's a good round. I'd get that round if I had the opportunity to. Our 45, I'd probably pass up on that. You know, below rated velocity, not that good a performance. So that's what you get today. So as always, comment, share, and like, and thanks for watching.